Greetings, everybody. This is MadMatt here with another episode of Mad Matt's Minecraft, and here we are on the WandCowCraft server, and this is the pumpkin tunnel to infinity and beyond. Or at least the first one. It's not quite a full harvest. I haven't had the chance to truly idle above it, but it is, in fact, as done as this tunnel is going to get. It'll give me a hair less than 2 stacks. Especially as we get, I haven't used any bone meal or anything. I just been letting it grow naturally. I could probably get rid of these, but the thing is, if I get rid of them, then when it's full grown, monsters can spawn in the middle. So what I'll probably end up doing is I'll put glowy pumpkins right down there, or right down the center. But yeah, we got a harvest. There we go. Those are the words I'm looking for. Oh, look, it's already starting to grow on the way back. I'm not going to worry about the way back. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just see how much pumpkins a stone axe can pumpkin. The stone axe could axe pumpkins, I guess. I don't know. Yes. So, today, what we're going to do is I'm going to collect a ton of pumpkins, and then we'll go and we'll work on the wheat farm a little bit. And I'll be placing pumpkins there and starting to get that as a bit bigger of a thing. And while doing that, I'm going to talk to you about one of the big projects I want to start. And it's one that I'm thinking a lot about at work. And what I want to do is I like a certain board game called Settlers of Catan, or Catan, however you want to pronounce it. I'm bad at pronouncing things, but yeah, no, I really like Settlers of Catan. It's a pretty fun game. I'm sure you guys might have heard of it before, no, there we go. But yeah, Settlers of Catan is a fun game, and what I want to do is I want to make a Settlers of Catan board in Minecraft. And I've done a bunch of numbers and stuff, and there'll be things. I'll just drop some. No, I need that one. Yeah, that'll be good. So yeah, I've done like a bit of the prep work, not necessarily all of it. I haven't like sat down and done redstone circuitry, but what I want is I want there to be a board. I think I'm going to be able to support 6 players, at least to start with. I might be able to get more. I'm not entirely sure. There's a lot of... crap. I don't want to be here. Because you can't get out. That's not good. We are going to come here. And we are going to grab... I've got nothing. Iron ore. Get away. Yeah, there we go. Yes. Iron ore as a block. Coal, obsidian. Oh my gosh, really? Yes, ash give. I want to go. Torch. 64. And, 41. I don't often do that, but you know what? I'm recording, and I hate doing video editing, so I'm just going to do that for right now. And I will... It's just torches. I don't horribly care. Yeah. Let's just take this out to... see how far I can... I'm supposed to be talking about Catan. Stupid frick, burn, kill, maim, destroy. Okay. Now I need some blocks. I suppose I had a stack of cobblestone somewhere. Doosh. Oh my gosh. Just work already. There we go. That is a full row of not letting me in this. Okay. Now that that embarrassing scene is over, back to talking about Catan. So, there's a lot of things that I will need to make in regards to the Catan board, so it'll be good a bit of a redstone practice for me. Also probably fairly instructive for you guys. Let's see. I do intend for it to be 6 players because I'll be using different items in the game to indicate playerhood ship stuff. It's going to be decently turn-based because Catan, you can only really do stuff on your turn. Or at least that's how I shall be building it. Yeah, since you can only do stuff on your turn, you can have other people can play while it's not your turn. That's not a sentence that made any sense whatsoever. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to have it set up so that it's a game that's just running on my server, and when you log on, you just check to see, oh no, gone too far, you check to see if it's your turn yet, and if it is, you can take your turn and then hit the end turn button, and that will allow us to have a fairly long game without people being on, because it's gonna be a fairly long game as things go. I think the modifications I'm going to have to be making to the game to get it to run fairly well in Minecraft are not going to speed it up at all, I am afraid. And so let's talk a little bit about those plans. So one of the things that's going to cause me a bit of difficulty, as far as I understand it, is the fact that Catan uses the standard D6 element dice. It uses 6-sided dice for its die rolls. However, from what I understand of how to do random number generators in Minecraft, 6 sides is going to be a lot more complicated of number generation than if I just went to an 8-sided die. But I'm firmly convinced that binary random numbers is in fact the way to go, and so that's what I will end up doing. And yeah, I'll use binary number systems. So 8-sided dice, that changes a lot of how the board generates resources, for those of you who know Catan, because the standard 19 hexes won't work very well. And so I've had to add in a bunch of hexes. It's going to be a 37 hex board. And then I need to make it big enough for there to be physical placings of roads and things of that nature. And then I have to go and start doing all of the turn stuff, where I'm not entirely sure how I want to do it. If I want to use scoreboards, or if I want to use displays or item counters or something. There's a lot of the technical side of it that I'm not entirely sure of what I'm doing for it. But I do have to figure all of that out. I do want to have it hand you resources effectively, because that is a fun part of the system. That's why you play games on the computer, so you don't have to do menial work like that, he said while grinding making a farm. So yeah, that is a big part of what I want to do with the resource distribution, and I have a lot of that figured out in my head. What I'll probably end up doing is sometime that I have time, not entirely sure when, but I'll probably go over and just stream it on Twitch, because I do have a Twitch account I haven't ever really used, but I do have one, and that seems like a really good thing to be doing on there, where you're actually figuring stuff out instead of trying to explain things to an audience. Though I will of course make YouTube videos, because I'm being attacked. Marauders! Run. Sword. Oh, I have a good sword. Why do I have a good sword on me? Die. Well, that worked fairly well. Hey, look, I got stuff in my bar that I don't really need. Torches can go away. Actually, if I pulled out Clone Soldier, this would be a lot easier. But I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna break some stone, and we'll get this done eventually. So I do need to do things I need to work on and figure out. Like I can easily come up with how to check to see if the robber's on a certain tile. But figuring out how people place the robber is a slightly different story, and I'll have to do a bit of research and a bit of experimentation. On that particular aspect of it. So yeah, I need to figure out a bunch of redstone circuitry, and yeah, that's annoying, and it's not fun to do on camera. And I'm not quite sure where I want to build this either. I'm thinking to the swamp, immediately to the that-ish way of my desert, but I'm not sure if I want that in my because if that's loaded, it'll probably cause lag. So I'm not sure on that regard, but yeah, there's questions to be answered. I don't have all of the answers. I don't even have all of the questions yet. But I am going to be figuring that out. I think it's going to be a pretty cool thing. So let's see what else. Boy, I'm sure loving all this content that I'm putting in while like kind of rambling and digging. My car died today, kind of. Didn't actually die. It just, my car got very not well. And I'm going to have to be spending money on fixing that, and that's annoying. And it's mostly my fault, too. I decided to risk something, and the risk was not worth the reward. And, yeah. Might talk about that later. I don't know. I'm bad with travel. That's kind of why I want to do this for a living, but I can't quite yet. So, anyway, I think that's going to be it for me today. If you guys are interested, have you guys played Catan? I suppose will be my question of the day. If you have, please tell me about your experiences maybe, or who you normally play Catan with down in the comments below. If you haven't, tell me what type of game you think this Catan is, and if you guys have any ideas of things I can do to Minecraftize Catan or make it awesome, please let me know in the comments down below. If you have any questions, please also feel free to put those down. And yeah, my name is Matt, Mad Matt WandCow to be precise. This has been another episode of Mad Matt's Minecraft here on the WandCowCraft server. Happy Tuesday, everybody. You have yourselves a great day. Stay online, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.